Hello again, dear viewer, and welcome back to a little bit more of that Risk of Rain 2. And today, for our final episode of our 1.0 celebration series today, we will be playing a little bit of Captain, trying to round out the 1.0 content with just that little extra smidge of Captain gameplay for all of you who would appreciate it. What are my thoughts on 1.0 so far? Very much enjoying it. I think almost, actually, I can't think of a change that I didn't like, now that I'm thinking about it. There were, at best, a lot of changes were things I was ambivalent about. Like, I don't care that much about the new Head Stomper. It's not that much better, but I still appreciate it, you know? And, the Interstellar Houseplant buff was, or Desk Plant, excuse me, was, actually quite nice. So, those are the least notable changes I can think of. I love the new bands changes. I love the change to bleed, a lot. I love getting an ATG missile as my first item. I love a lot of things about this update. Especially how good my luck has been recently. It's been kind of crazy how many runs I've gotten with, reds on the first floor, things like that. I've squandered quite a few of them, but, you know, that's just part of the learning process, I guess. I am still an amateur after all. I'm not quite to the thousands of hours in this game yet. I'm at, 200 something, probably 230, 240 by now. I don't know. I don't try and keep track too much. Syringe. We do have that printer, but we need to use one less of it. Ooh, armor-piercing rounds is definitely worth keeping. So now we will definitely... I would be fine with losing one tougher times to get a syringe, but now, losing that and the armor-piercing rounds, we're definitely going to want a scrapper. Super lucky with our chance shrines there, saved ourselves a good amount of money. And we've got quite a few items for this point in the run. I don't know if I saw the teleporter yet. Is it over there? It's harder to tell through the fog. Okay, that should hit both of them. Oh, looks like it did, based on the amount of shields that I got. Okay. 2 more printers over here. I see meat. Meat does not interest me, and brooch does not interest me either. I should unlock a chest somewhere with my hacking beacon. Okay, I see the teleporter. Very faintly. Very few particles, but I saw it. There it is. Let's just hack open this small chest. Alright, at the 3-minute mark, get this fresh meat. This would be a good setup for Floor 2 Void if we got the Newt Shrine, but we could RNG into it, you never know. If we do, it'll be pretty lucky. Love this armor-piercing rounds. It's gonna make this floor 1 boss so consistent. Bam! That attack cancel got us a little bit of extra time there. Let's drop down the healing beacon to get maybe a couple of lucky hits. Hey, we did. Positioning yourself so that the beacon can come down on enemies easier is a nice skill to have. Positioning in general is just so much more important on characters without proper mobility. If you don't have the roll or any invincibility frames or anything to get you out of situations, the best option is to never get in them in the first place. So, staying in near but not on line of sight for, Wandering Vagrant and Stone Titan boss fights, because you don't want to lure all the weenies in there and get, knocked out of there by a Stone Golem laser, which is definitely something that's never happened to me, and is not an example based on many, many runs of crying and despair. Feeling good today. Yesterday's episode is a little down. I was not in a great headspace that day, but I'm feeling a lot better today. Excited to get on some Risk of Rain with you guys. It's been an eventful couple weeks here. You know, there's a lot going on in the world. Don't want to talk about it, but Jesus, it's just so much. A lot of it's local, too. Like, it's so weird when national problems become local, you know? Because it becomes super real. Yeah, it's really weird. But I don't, you know, I should stray away from the topic. It's what got me in the bad mood yesterday. I think, anyway. Quite a few things contributed to that. Whatever. It's a good, easy first floor. No phenomenally large problems there. Did I open that chest? What did I get from it? Another armor-piercing rounds, that's right. Okay, I see a tri-tip dagger. That might be worth hacking. But I want to hold out for a large chest if possible. The Newt Shrine is not over there in the easy spawn. Okay. Let's open this multi-shop. Getting meat shots on Lemurians feels so good, just one-shotting them. Alright. Tri-tip dagger is good. We have a decent scaling damage engine now. Hopefully we will find a couple more of those. Captain's bleed is pretty inconsistent on the first stack because of the lower chance to proc. Because of Captain's proc coefficient, it's not quite 15%, it's 10%. Because it's, oh wait, no. No, it's 3/4, not 2/3. Ooh, that's harder math than I want to do right now. Any expression of that kind of fraction in, like, Satisfactory, where I usually do math and have fun with it, that comes in the form of ratio, friends. So, understanding is a little bit skewed. But, like, 3/4 of 15. That's a really odd... Well, let's see. 1/5 of 15 is 3. I don't know. Math is hard, dude. I was never good at math. I know there's, like, quite a few people who were really into math. And I think I could be one of those people. It's just that, like, the baseline knowledge that you need to get really good at math is something that didn't really come naturally to me, and I was not very good at school. So, I did not end up learning the skills that I needed to be properly good at math, but I'm slowly, over the course of my life, regaining those skills that I never bothered to learn. I'd like to thank games in part for that. I wouldn't have bothered to learn math that well if I didn't have to. But, you know, games are a lot of math, because it's all computers and stuff, and computers work on math. That's all they can do. So, understanding math is, pretty useful for entertaining games. And I have enough of an understanding. You know, I went to college a little bit, and I went to high school for all of it, so I'm not dumb, necessarily. But, you know, intelligence is not on a linear scale. Almost nothing really is, you know? We like to see intelligence as something that's binary and quantifiable, you know? That's what we invented the IQ test for, but it's really not. Intelligence is, like, a very vague concept when you get down to it. You know, being good at math is not necessarily something that makes you intelligent. There are quite a few people who didn't know how to do math that we still consider geniuses. You know, great writers don't have to know math, but they're still intelligent. It's never quite so simple as it might seem at first. Anyway, stage 2 is fine. No problems here. Excuse the noise. Cracking open the gamer juice there. Hopefully you didn't even hear it, because I'm very professional and very good at my hobby. Alright, 2 free chests, hopefully. This looks right, but, maybe not. Red, please. I wish. Guillotine is good. And Bear is extra good. I'm totally fine with getting a tougher times from there. This is not a problem at all. So, let's see. I have trouble with stage 3. You see. Because, I'm never quite sure how to tell when I'm taking too long on it, because sometimes it's hard to find the teleporter, for one. And two, like, the loot gets so much better on the later floors, and there's so many more chests, you know? That it can be hard to prioritize when you should leave. Bop, bop, bop. Oh, I love that orbital strike, bro. Okay. I have 215. That's enough to open this chest, and one more. The teleporter's definitely not on that island because the land bridge hasn't spawned, and I'm fairly confident that that means the teleporter wouldn't spawn either. 2 keys this floor feels great, honestly. I really love it, he says with deep, heavy sarcasm in his voice. So I hope that came across. I don't know. I feel like I come across as pretty awkward, but that might just be my own insecurities. I don't know. Not a very social person. I have very few but very close friends, so it's a little odd for me to basically become a public figure of my own volition. It's not quite something that is coming naturally to me. But it's something I want to work through, you know? There are plenty of people who got into YouTube to help with their shyness, and I don't think I'm necessarily shy, I'm just a little reserved. But, definitely not exactly a social butterfly by any means. Oh, wow, what a phenomenally bad multi-shot that was. Let's take a crack at this equipment barrel then, and then I think we can leave, especially if we get a good one. Gorag's Opus, I think it's bugged, actually. I don't think that... Yep, I can't do anything with this. You can hear the sound effect go off, but it just doesn't happen. So that's cool. In that case, it's literally worse than nothing. Which is kind of fun. Well, I mean, it's on par with nothing, I guess. If we want to be pedantic about it. Oh, please just die. Oh, look at that money. Look at that cash. Oh, band? I will take it. Especially the single target band. Knock that guy off the ledge. Ah, if only. There. Okay. We should get going. I don't see a reason to dally around too much longer. I really want some movement items, man. Every time I play Captain, I complain about this, but the movement speed is just so useful. Yeah, that was a neat card. I thought it might be a Clay Templar for a second, but I made sure to check. Alright, so based on my knowledge of the map, the teleporter should be here or over on the other end of the bridge, but I think the particles are coming out from here. Another phenomenally bad multi-shot. Yeah, there it is. And I suppose we could take a little bit of time to go over here and check out what they've got going on. Okay, just a Shrine of Chance, nothing too useful, really. Oh, what a waste. Let's roll on this at least. One for free. And it's fireworks, which means the rest of these are less painful. Less paid, I should say. Oh, why did I do that first? Okay, I need 40 bucks. Let's get this light. Okay, that should be enough, right? Yeah, 95. Get out of here. Beetle guards are quite scary, like they can really take you out quick. But if you know that the beetle guard is there, and you are capable of jumping before its skill hits you, you're always safe. And that's super, super nice. It means that if you're paying close enough attention, beetle guards are not that threatening, all things considered. Especially with their big hitboxes on Captain specifically, it can be quite simple to just plug a couple shots into their chest. Okay, Grove Tender. Down this way. Let's try and drop the healing beacon on him if possible. There we go, we got it. Not quite free, but we did get it. What's in that printer over there? Cautious Slug. Oh, right. Nothing good. I need to get back up to this teleporter. Man, Stage 3, Scorched Acres, I should say. Scorched Acres has some really, really annoying teleport spawns. Especially considering the boss pool here is also pretty serious. It's got Imp Overlord and Clay Doomstrider on top of Grove Tender, who isn't really, like, problematic. For me, at least. But I would definitely call them troublesome. Use a little bit of that fungus healing. God, look at all these imps! It's so crazy! Oh my god, I got so lucky there. Give me that tooth. Oh my god, okay, this is quite a sketchy situation. But, you know, I complain about time a lot, but it's never a sin to take it slow if it means you win. Oh my god! Nald's band is so nasty. Ah, okay. Yeah, Beetle Guard. So you know how I was saying if you can jump over the wave? Shame. Okay. Ooh, that must have been kind of nasty ASMR there. My bad. Switching back to the Shock Beacon. Healing Beacon doesn't get enough value. I never stand in it for long enough. Oh my god, Snipe. Big chest on the first floor is a pretty big deal. Now listen for the pop. That can't be a red. That sounds like a green. But I'm not quite up on my sound effects for that quite yet, if you can believe it. Really nice breakpoint to know. On the first floor, you can take down a stone golem with shot, and then all of your orbital strikes with your mouse 2, and then another shot. Oh, is that another ATG on the first floor? I will take it, thank you. Ah, that's so nice. I'm feeling so fresh today. I was so worried about yesterday's episode. Yesterday's episode was kind of depressing, and it's because I was kind of depressed. That's a crowbar, not an ATG. Or not ATG, tri-tip. Okay, I summoned beetles from the shrine, but it appears only Lemurians showed up. Okay, there we go. Okay, that one's gone. Oh my god, bank shot. I would make a joke about basketball, but I'm not qualified. I'm too white for that. I don't know. Not really. I was never a sports guy, can you tell? I don't know, I respect sports. You know, sports is just games. It really is. Like, the people who get really into sports will rattle off, like, freaking batting averages and shit like they don't understand that that's just statistics, you know? It's like, it's so weird, you know? Jocks and nerds have quite a lot in common, but it's the way we express it that's so different. You know, and I find that happens with a lot of people. No matter how different you think you are, if you just come at someone from the right angle and you put it in a way that they can understand, you can get through to them, no matter how different you might seem at first. That might be... I don't know. That's just, I think, a nice way to think about life. Leaves you open, you know? There's no use living if you're living alone. You know? And even if you're not, like, with someone romantically or anything, that doesn't mean you're alone. You've got friends, you've got family, you've got pets, at the very least. And those are often enough, you know? It might not be fully satisfying, but trust me, it's way better than the alternative. I'm sure there's a couple of people in the audience who have felt that before. But, I don't know. Audience isn't terribly big at the moment. Ooh, second ATG is kinda nasty. Especially considering how often we're proccing it because of our Mouse 1's properties. When it's a big burst of damage like that, it's quite useful to have. Oh. Okay. We're probably not going to get too much value out of Shock Beacon this floor. That's okay. I mainly keep Shock Beacon around for, like, Shrines of Combat, honestly. Shrines of Combat are so much more, so much easier to handle in the later floors if you have a consistent source of CC. And, the Shock Beacon is pretty good at doing that. If you run, like, Ice Spear on the Artificer, you can do pretty good with that as well. Which is good, because Art needs it. Art needs what they can get, you know? You know, it's really interesting how the internet's relationship to animals has changed, because cat videos, of course, was the thing to do on the internet for ages. And then we sort of, like, kind of like Minecraft, we were like, ew, old, bad, for children, or whatever. Or, ew, my mom knows what that is now. Or something along those lines. And then we sort of strayed away from it, but now we're starting to come back to it, you know, with all the, I don't know, Instagram dogs, I guess. I follow a couple animal things on some socials, you know. And I think that's good. I think that's a good step forward. You know, the world needs to be a little nicer right now. And, you know, letting people enjoy silly little cat videos and stuff. That's how you do that. Okay, well, definitely not going to the void with this item setup. And, there's a pretty good chance I would get rid of all of my important greens if I tried to take this red, which is Rejuvenation Rack, which honestly, not a terrible idea, but, I would like to not die. And while Rejuvenation Rack is pretty good at that, I don't think it's good enough to justify it. Okay, I picked up a Jester of the Drowned. It is paramount that if I see an equipment barrel, I do not automatically pick it up, because in the event that it is a crowdfunder, I'm screwed. Unless I pick up, like, I guess a Brittle Crown would help with that, but, it's about as good as it could get. Alright, what's in the box? Red? No red. Predatory. Nice. Predatory without crit is not a huge deal, but it gives you a little bit of crit, and that's better than no crit. And consistency is the name of the game here, so better than nothing means it's worth keeping. Did it really survive? Damn. Good job. Takes a lot to take 3 Oracle Strikes to the face. Get out of here. Get out of here. Damn it. Oh my god. Come on. You're embarrassing me in front of YouTube. The whole of the website, I'm sure. Everyone watches me. But I don't know. I don't need everyone watching me. It's enough to just have enough, you know? That's something I think we could all learn these days. You know, when whether that's like money or social media clout or merch or whatever. Sometimes, you know, it's enough to have enough. Determining when you stop is often as important as determining how to start. It's true for a lot of things. Is that a glasses printer? I will sacrifice all of my white items to that glasses printer. Oh, okay. Time to leave. Am I dead? I think I'm dead. Ooh, I'm super dead. Yep. Well, that's a shame. You know, sometimes life throws 3 Stone Titan punches and a laser at you at the same time, and you've just got to take the L, you know. It's no big deal. I'm recording. Now I feel kind of awkward. I hope that didn't come through as loudly as I hoped, because I had a little bit of a disruption there. It's a little embarrassing. Ooh, drone is important. Oh, come on. Mark the drone, damn it. There. So small. 40? Okay. Need 6 more. Do I want more items instead? Possibly? 40 is quite hefty. It's up there with large chests, you know? Oh, I still have that hacking beacon. I need to get that on the way. Do I? Yeah, I do. Ooh, nice. The bleed damage means I don't need that extra shot. Oh, jeez. So many bodily functions trying to make noise. It's disgusting. Flesh, am I right, gamers? All my organs doing things. What's up with that? I think that's another gunner drone. If so, I'm gonna hack it. Oh my god, healing drone, and then I hack the gunner drone. There's no Newt Shrine down there. We do still have 1 more minute. So, I think oh my god, if my eyes are that good, I need to get, like, reverse glasses to make it easy for other people. Because I think I see glasses in that multi-shop over there, and if I'm right, you guys each owe me, like, 2 cents. Which is, what, like a couple 100,000 views worth of money or something? I bet. I don't know. I hear the rates aren't too good on it. Either way, it wasn't glasses, so none of you owe me anything. I would like those armor-piercing rounds, though. Thank you. Okay. Red brain stocks. Okay, brain stocks isn't the best possible red we could have gotten, but it's a red and it's not trash, so it's definitely worth it. So I'm fine with losing like 30 seconds or so. Now it's time for greed. There we go. Now we have 4 drones and 3 items that aren't our passive. So we should be pretty set going in here. And I think I see another chest over there that I didn't see before. So we can pick that up on the way out. Methinks it's Stone Titan. Yep. Oh my god. Oh my god. We got just the 2 whites we needed the most to make that not an issue. Alright. Stone Titan out of here. No trouble whatsoever. And these gunner drones are helping with the wisps just a ton. And because we have so many drones in general, these Lemurians aren't doing anything to me. We're in a pretty sick spot coming into the 2nd floor here. I might just rush straight to the teleporter, honestly. Because every copy of a drone is essentially another copy of our red. So, like, Clay Dunestrider will probably not be too much of an issue. And that's usually one of the more annoying bosses. And we do have enough entities on our side in order to make the Beetle Queen and Imp Overlord projectiles completely null if there are no other enemies throwing projectiles into my red, or my movement, or my attack speed is fast enough that if there are, it doesn't matter. Ooh, let's throw out some orbital strikes. Brainstalks is fun. It's just, I find Brainstalks to be really hard to use because it's got such a short duration. You know, it's only that time that your screen, like, saturates after your, after you kill an elite. Like this. Oh, come on. Yeah, like that. Oh, I wish it gave me a beacon back. That would be sick. It'd be ludicrously strong, though. Ah! Oh well. Okay. I see an equipment barrel, but I think I could just go find the teleporter. Harvester Scythe, by the way, pretty huge pickup. If we can get crits, it's probably the most consistent healing item in the whole game. So, having that in our pocket will be very reassuring to our chances going forward. If I see a big chest, I'm going to kick myself, but I think that offensive chest is good enough. Green might be really good enough. Razor wire. Razor wire is not something that I want. Like, it's not very consistent, but you will take damage. It's going to happen. So, you might as well have a little bit of something in the pocket for when that ends up happening. I suppose I could mash mouse 2 and keep an enemy stunned forever. That would be kind of fun during Brainstalks. Oh, come on. Okay. Oh, come on. RNG, thank you. Okay, wow, I need to get out of here. I'm actually behind pace, even though I wanted to be ahead. Newt Shrine's over there, but it's too late now. Don't want to lose that much time. Okay, Clay Dune Strider, awesome. Let's throw a shock beacon on it and just get to work right away. Yeah, this looks good. This is looking promising. Now, the scary part. Just gotta get away. Or, get in. Wait, is it capped on enemies so it can't hit me? Okay, yeah, one extra orbital strike is enough, I've determined. That is a very strong. Alright, and now we can sort of fight within the confines of the shock beacon to make sure stuff can't get us as easily. Okay. Yeah, double orbital strike is a lot better than I was giving it credit. So ignore everything I ever said about Brainstalks, it's actually ridiculous. And I'm sure 5 mouse 2s in a row will come in handy one of these days, if I need to deal with like a bunch of Clay Templars. And I think I just want to go right to stage 3. Would I Shrine of Order? Honestly, 50-50 shot to get a good item of any kind. 50-50 shot to get an extra copy of Brainstalks for free. It can't spawn on this map, so it doesn't matter. That's a shame. Okay, well, Focus Crystal and Meat are definitely worth getting rid of. These don't really offer too much for us. We are running without the healing beacon, so getting rid of our only consistent healing item at this point in the game might be a a little risky. But it's not a lot of HP per second, and we're playing a Monsoon where it's even less. So I think I can be confident in discarding it. Okay, green. That's a Hopu Feather. No, all my greens are good enough. They're not that good, but they're not bad. They're definitely not risk it at a 3D printer kind of bad, so. Greater Wisps, easy peasy. They're big ol' hitboxes, makes it really simple for me to get a nice meat shot in on them. Okay, I hear Beetle Guards behind me. Yeah, play this game with headphones. I don't know what I would do if I couldn't hear this in stereo. It would be quite more difficult. That's not how grammar works, is it? Quite more difficult? That sounds like fake. I don't know. But is it not? Is messing with a language not the best way to show proficiency in it, honestly? Like, I don't know. Good puns? That's mastery, baby. That shows mastery of the English language. Or whatever language you speak. It doesn't have to be English, but in my case it is. I don't know. You know, the English-speaking world tends to get very caught up with itself. So, I try to keep a broader worldview when I can. You know? You only hear about the problems in your country, you know? So, learning about, like, other cultures and stuff helps you find new ways to think about things. And I guess that's really what I like to do, is think about things in different ways. I like providing unique perspectives and, you know, because it's not something anyone can do for you, you know? You gotta figure all that out yourself. Bandolier, not worth. I do see a scrapper up here. I could scrap the key. Medkits are probably good enough to print. So let's indeed scrap that key. And this meat that we just got. Alright. And we have 4 medkits. So that's 20 plus 32% of our HP. 2 seconds after getting hit. So it's like probably about half. I don't know, 20 is not a lot of our HP actually, it's only 5%. So 40%, that's still a pretty good chunk. Like, you're not sad about that. I think it's 8%. You know, I'm not too solid on all of the brand new metrics, but to my knowledge, each stack of medkit gives you 8% max HP healing on top of the flat amount. Oh my god, I just wanted to kill the little beetle guy. And I really do want to find that telly, but goddamn, if they keep giving me all this good loot, I'm gonna keep on throwing that shit into the printer. Because none of the loot I get is actually good so far. Let's toss a coin to the shrine. Ooh, okay. Jade Elephant is fine. And Wax Wheel's more than fine. Okay. And then Lepton Daisy's going in the tube too. Captain's AoE damage is kinda nuts, but it's very bursty. It's hard to, well, I shouldn't say hard, it's not that hard. But, it can be a bit tricky to keep the horde clear while you're fighting a boss, say, because you do want to use that, airstrike on the boss when possible. God damn, okay. Gotta go. There's the teleporter, finally. Let's open every chest on the way there, just to make sure to have power. The second stealth kit will be quite useful. Being able to break an enemy's contact with you at that crucial moment where they hit you really hard is going to be worth it. And this Jade Elephant, if I remember I even have it, will be quite useful for survivability. Let's put down the shock beacon right here, because there's a good, nice choke. You ideally want to put down your shock beacon in a place where it has a natural choke to hold. And let's just focus one of these Dune Striders at a time, now that that one's sucking. Gotta blow this one up, I should say. Come on. Okay. There's only 4,000 health between the two of them, so it should be nice and simple. Get rid of that one. And this one should go down quite simply as well. What do we get? Deathmark. Deathmark is fine. It's not something we're going to get immediate value out of, but Deathmark is definitely one of the big value items for later down in a run, when you can get the stuff to support it. Okay. Jeez, not a lot of talking, because there's quite a lot of shooting. I like Captain. He fits that place that I really like, where you are still pretty aggressive, but you're thinking. You're thinking the whole time. You're not just kind of throwing out stuff. You gotta plan around your beacons, you gotta plan around the delay on your orbital strike, you gotta plan around a lot of stuff. Okay, so I said previously that the scrap bug has been fixed. It actually is not. So this one green scrap should turn into 5 scrap for the purpose of getting this free red, which I'm gonna exploit. I'm not gonna mince words about it. Oh, never mind, it's Head Stomper. I won't exploit it. Spinal Tonic is tempting, but I think I'll refrain. Do I want Head Stomper? No. No. Nah. I'm good. Okay, well, 2 Monster Teeth and 5 medkits means we're probably good for healing. Okay. Ooh. Do not like you, sir. Get off that perch so I can bomb you. Didn't even kill it. Oof. Yeah, stage 4. Sure is. I think I saw a particle for a split second back that way where I'm shooting. But I'm on Abyssal Depths, which means there's only one thing I can do right now, and that is go right here. Start hacking this chest as soon as I can. Now that we don't have to hack that chest, we can use all of our money on the chest we would be ignoring right now if we were diligent about our farming, which I never am. How close? Come on. I want to be close enough to hear it. Hear a magma worm up to our right. Grass contraption on the left. Pop open, damn it. I wonder how long this takes. Ooh, okay. Behemoth! So important. So important. Such a huge power boost for us. Because our Mouse 1 has some of the fattest damage, and adding a 60% of that amount to it with Behemoth is, like, immeasurably strong. It's one of the best reds for Captain. I almost called him Mercenary. I don't play Mercenary. Not a lot, anyway. I have a friend who's more the Mercenary guy, so I'm not very interested in it. But, you know, I respect Mercenary. I've played Mercenary before, and they are super fun. It's just not really my speed when it comes to this game. staying in melee range is really nasty, really difficult to stay alive. Especially with the nerfs that Merc recently got. Okay, bear. Very nice. I feel like it's always like bears and freaking keys from my purple chests. Even though those are the ones that are most likely to give you movement items. I mean, I won't complain about bears. I will complain about keys. It's very annoying to get a key from a purple chest. But hey, we turned those keys into, like, medkits earlier, so I guess I should be thanking them a little bit for being easy white scrap. They do eventually pay off, but it's quite difficult to find the lockboxes, because they do not have any sort of shading or indication or anything. They're just kind of there, you know? Hey, stop that. You too. Hey, I didn't hit you with anything. Oof. Ouchie. Almost one-shotting imps. Well, literally one-shotting imps if you proc the lead. That's pretty good. Where's the damn magma worm? I know it's here. Right. Okay, I need 8 money. You are definitely worth 8. Thank you. No red, but it is a guillotine. Guillotine is a pretty significant damage increase, honestly. Yeah. Big ol' magma worm, so scary. Come on. I hear ya. I'm just waiting for it, dude. It's coming. Ooh. Elder Librarian is no friend of mine. Yeah, get beamed right in your schnoz, you fool. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm gonna do some of that with one of them dramatically. And get it all back because I'm about to kill him and it won't matter? Hell yeah, it won't. Okay, here's that magma worm, finally. Let's have some friends. Oh, Imp Overlord, okay. Just one? Alright, well, this is where that... I'm dead. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay. I think I want to end for today. It might be a bit of a short video, which is a bit of a shame for the finale, but I had a really solid set of runs today, and I think my commentary has been pretty on point as well. So, if my gameplay and or commentary improved today, even just that little bit, I would very much appreciate it if you let me know by using the avenues YouTube has given you to tell me that I'm doing a good job. That would be the like, comment, and subscribe buttons. Make sure to give your pets a lot of extra love for me today, and I will see you next time.